Hello student, in last class we were discussing about evaluation of a domain and range for given relation. Now in continuation of the same, somewhat more we are going to discuss. Now here up to question number 5 we have discussed in last class. Here we are going to discuss the question number 6, in which your relation is defined as x in place of y, x plus 5. Value of x are to be selected from this set from 0 to 5. On basis of this all relationship we have to find out domain and range. Now here your y is available as x plus 5. For x, elements are to be selected from this given set. So one by one we will start with a 0 and end it at 5. All the values we are going to select here to find out the solution regarding range. So let's start with the first one is x is equal to 0. Y you will get is 5. So ordered pair you are having is 0, 5. Second, for x is equal to 1, y is 6. Ordered pair 1, 6. Third, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 2 plus 5, that means 7. That's why up to 5 you have to move. Keep on increasing by 1 at both the positions. Last one at x is equal to 5 means 10. So this way all the ordered pair we have generated. Now we have to write a domain and range for a derived form. So here domain means 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 5 and range means 5, 6, 7 up to 10. So separately we are going to define these two. Domain of R is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Range of R means as a function value what you have evaluated as a value of y, that is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this way for given any of the combination you can find out range and domain. Now we move to next question, that is question number 9, in which a relation is being defined on z and such that a minus b is again you are getting as integer. So here again range and domains are to be defined. Now here as the question form, your R is given as, where is A and B both are taken from Z and your relation is A minus B is an integer. Then find it out domain and range for given relationship. Now here any of the two value regarding A and B you can take as example for, and then after you can conclude about the solution. Now here in order to write the solution, somewhat example you can take as a value of A and B, and here A and B both are to be taken from Z. Z set of integer already we have defined carrying all negative, 0 as well as all positive value. So here we know about Z containing elements as all negative and positive up to positive infinite. Now any of the value you can select and find out the solution as a minus b. So let's take some of the example as, suppose we take a is a minus 2, b is a minus 3. Any of the order you can take a value of a and b. It is not necessary to follow any particular form. Even in between also you can select randomly any of the value for a and b. So here we write a minus b means minus 2 minus 3. What you are getting? Plus 3 means plus 1. Plus 1 value belongs to z. So this way one more combinations we are going to discuss, which will give you the idea about the solution for dominant range. Suppose we take a is a 1 and b is a minus 4. Anything you can take. So a minus b means 1 minus minus 4. Here it will give you 1 plus 4, that is 5. This 5 also will belongs to z. So here you can see for all the combination regarding value a and b, again you are generating an integer. So you can say for any of the combination answer you will get as a integer number, means integer only you are going to write, means your domain is being z itself. All the value you can select as a value of a and b. So here particular group we are not going to write here, particular section we are, or a subset of z we are not going to write here. As all the value can be select as a value of a and b, you can write domain of R is equal to z. All the value you can select, so the whole group you will write as a domain. Same for your range. All the answer you will get on taking any of the combination as a and b. So even negative also you will generate if you take a b as a positive value. Okay. So here range of R also you will get as a z. So it is not necessary that as a domain and range you are having particular subset form or a certain group of data, but it may be the whole group as a R, sometime as a n, or sometime as a z. It depends on the combination what you are going to find out of as a defined relationship. So it was all about the relation term. Now the next term we are going to discuss is a function. So what the function is and how relation can be considered as a function. So for that purpose we are going to make some diagram to make it better clear about a function form. So the next topic is a function, how a relation can be considered as a function. As a relation, what we have seen, that it may be possible that in a domain some of the elements are going to take part in formation of a image. Now here we are going to introduce one term, that is image, what the image is. So here suppose we are having one set as a 1, 2, 3, and suppose B it is carrying 2, 4, 6, 8 like that. One function or relation you can say, this is we have defined x is to be taken from a set, y is to be taken from, means y you will generate as a element of set B. What the image is, that term we are going to explain here. Now suppose x we are going to write as a 1, obviously y you will have a 2. So in up to now we were writing in a ordered pair form. Now new term we are going to introduce is a function. So what does it mean? We try to understand. Here it is 2 means y3. So what the function value here you are writing now? This 2 and 3. These are called image of respective element. So for 1 image is 2, for 2 image is 3, which is an element of set B, means from A to B your relation is being defined. There are certain criteria which is used to satisfy that relation is a function form. For x is equal to 3, you will write as a 4. So here again, this is 4. Now here, we are going to write diagram that will give you the idea about function. So I think it will be clear to you that what are the images. Images means function value, what you are going to generate on basis of a x value. Okay. Now many times as we are talking about a function, this y is to be expressed as fx, means function in form of x, that is y. So if you write fx or you write y, both are having same meaning. Now in set A we were having 3 elements, 1, 2 and 3. This is set A. This is set B containing these elements. For 1, answer is coming as 2, means this 2 is an image of 1. For 2, answer is coming as 3, means this 3 is an image of this 2. So these are relate with each other. This 4 is the image of this 3. So these are relate with each other. Now here we are going to generate a function, means all the elements of first set having its single image in set B or second set, means with respect to each element we are having image in second set. If this criteria satisfy, then you can say that defined relation is a function. If any of the element is going to remain here as such, which is not going to take part in formation of the image, means that will not be considered as a function, it will remain as a relation only. So here this mapping is called from A to A to B functions will be defined. Okay. So this way your function is to be right. F means function. So this is the relation called as a function. From where to where it is being defined? From A to B it is being defined, and all the elements of first set are forming image in second set. It doesn't matter that here any of the element is not the image of a set A element. Here any of the element may be remain as such, but here all the elements should take part in formation of image. So this way your relation can be considered as a function. Now here we are going to discuss some criteria or some condition under which any of the relation can be considered as a function. There are 4 criteria: 2 in which your relation is function, 2 in which relation is not function, and these are the basic criteria. In 12th standard also it will be used basically. So let's try to understand which relations convert as a function form. Keep in your mind one thing, that each element should have a single image in second set. None of the elements should remain here as such which is not forming any of the image, or in our language if you say none of the elements should remain here which is not having its function value in this second set. So in that case it will not be a function, that case it will be a relation only. Now there are certain conditions in which your relation turn as a function. So the first condition already we had, so try to list it out as a diagram form. So here our topic is a function. What the meaning of function? I make you clear. So here first what we are going to discuss, condition under which relations relation considered as functions. There are two conditions under which your relation can be considered as function. First is as in the last case we have 1 AB, this is 1 2 3 2 3 4 5. 1 was related with 2, 2 was related with 3, 3 was related with 4. So here this is called mapping. Means these are mapped to set B and forming a image. So that type of criteria in which all elements are going to take part in formation of image in set B, or in a simple language you can say each element of set A is having its function value in set B. In that case, this relation can be considered as a function, and it is normally defined from A to B as a function form, and there is called 1-1 correspondence, means one element having single answer in set B. So such type of correspondence we know as 1-1 correspondence, or one more term it can be used 1-1 mapping. This is called mapping. So here it is 1-1 mapping. So in this condition your relation turn is function. Second condition under which it can be, for this one you can write one example that already we have discussed, this one. Second one, this is one more example in which your function relation turn is function. Here you can say -1 and +1 both are giving you single answer as a 1. For that purpose we just make one example, fx as a x square. Here you see -1, if you write answer will come out as 1. For 1 also answer will come out as 1, means both the elements are mapped to 1, means for -1 and +1 your function value is a single answer in set B. So here more than one element having single image in set B. So here it is many, here it is 1. So that type of combination also considered as a function, and such type of combination normally called as many-one function or many-one mapping. As your name is many means at the domain we are having more than one element which is going to form single image. It is not necessary that only 2 you are having, more than 2 also it may be. Sometimes the whole range means all the negative solutions you are having single answer. Sometimes all the positive solution having single answer. So we can't write with only 2 element, it may be more than 1. So here such type of combination can be considered as a function from A to B. Here also doesn't matter that any of the element in set B remain as such, which is not function value with respect to any of the element in set A. Okay, so here this is called many-one mapping. So these are the two type of function. It was 1-1. I repeat, in 1-1 individual element, single element in set A having only one image in set B. So it is called 1-1 correspondence or 1-1 mapping. Second case, more than one element in set A is having single image in set B. So it is called Manivan mapping. So these are two type of correspondence which normally use as a function form. So under these two criteria, any of the relation can be considered as function. Now we move to remaining two criteria under which relation is not considered as a function. So just reverse case we will have for both. Now we are going to discuss conditions under which relations are not functions. That will be the third criteria. Basically, I told each element of set A should take part in formation of image. So if this is not going to take place, so at that time, this is 1, 2, 3. Here we define one function as x minus 1. Here it is 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Here you can say, if you write x is equal to 1, your function value will turn as 0. Here you can see 0 is not present over here. Means this one element is not having its function value in your set B. It is going to remain as such. If you write x is equal to 2, f2 means 2 minus 1, 1 is present, means this 2 can be linked with this 1. Now if you go for 3, your f3 will come out as 2. So regarding 3 also we are having its image in set B, but here this 1 is going to remain as such, which is not going to take part in formation of image. So under this condition you can say that relation is not a function. So here relation is not a function. So from the question itself it will be clear to you that which things you are going to discuss and which type of formation you are going to discuss. So after attending 2-3 questions, clear cut idea you will have that under which it will be considered as a function, under which it will be not. Now the last criteria for which your relation is not a function. Sometimes we are using square root terms. Means fx you are writing as a square root of x. So suppose here we are having 1, suppose here we are having 4. So if 1 you will write, answer will come out as a plus minus 1. So for f1, answer will be normally plus minus 1. If you write 4, answer you normally write with 2 solution plus minus 2. So one value giving you 2 answer in the range area. This is not allowed. So 1 is giving you 2 answer from, suppose for 4 you are going to write, here again you are having 2 answer as a minus 2 and plus 2, any more it may be present over here. So if this type of correspondence you are having in which single element in set A giving you more than one solution or more function value in set B, so this is being one many correspondence and it is not allowed for a relation to be a function. So reverse order is possible. Many one already we have discussed as a second point, but here this is a reverse case what we are going to discuss here. So in this case also your function will not be exist or it will not be derived as a given relation form. So here also relation is not a function. So this way it was the basic criteria for which your relation can be considered as a function or for which it is not. I repeat, condition under which the relations are function. First of all, there should be 1-1 correspondence, means each element of set A should form image or single image in set B, and all the elements of set A should take part in formation of image. Secondly, we have discussed, that was the second criteria, that more than one element in set A may have single image in set B, but it is also a necessary condition that all the elements should take part in formation of image which belongs to set A. Now the third case we have discussed, not to be a function. If any of the element in set A remain as such which is not going to form its function value or image in set B, at that time also relation is not a function. Last case, if your any of the element having two solutions in set B, at that time also it will be not considered as a function form. Now next point we are going to discuss type of function. Now there are some standard function that they are having some characteristic standard properties and standard graphical presentation. So one by one we are trying to understand what are these functions are. Now first we are going to discuss about identity function. As its name is identity, means what you are going to write as a value of x, answer you will get the same. Means such type of functions are expressed as fx is equal to x. What the x you are going to write, answer is coming with the same. In normal case, if your function is being defined from suppose n to n or z to z, so in normal case it can be written as in x, means what the value of x as n you are going to write, answer you will get as a same. If your function is defined from r to r, here you can write r, or sometime it may be written as a ir only. So whenever such type of notations are used, you will understand that we are talking about identity functions. Now try to sketch a graph for that. Now we define this function from z to z, so somewhat negative or positive value you can include over here. This is also we change as I z. Now from set z we will take a certain values. Any of the value you can select, but here you try to select value in order. So in continuation graph can be plot. Now f suppose -3 you will write, answer you will get as -3. -2 you write, answer you will get -2. -1 you write, answer is -1. For 0 it is 0. Take some positive values. This way it can be carried up to infinite. Now plot a graph for that. I hope you are clear about locating of a point in a graph. These are the four quadrants. Now locate somewhat negative or positive solution as x and y. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is -1, -2, -3, +1, 2, 3 like that. This is -1, -2, -3, -4. For -3 answer is -3. So here -3x value, answer is -3. So here you will have -2, -2, here you will have -1, -1, for 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, like 3, 3. So this way straight line you will have as a solution form of identity function. So everywhere you will find the same format in case of identity element. You can locate here particular point. This is 0, 0. This is 1, 1, 2, 2. Like that, all the points are to be located on a graph. So this way your identity element can be sketched on a graph. So as the name is, be very clear that what you are going to write over here, or for which x value you are going to write the answer for. Answer you will get same as a range. So this way your identity functions can be defined. Symbol you can use as a capital R. So in next class we will discuss about more type of function, different type of combination. Thank you.